Some people, they're so broken, they're so burned. They're not just responding to the present moment, you're dealing with the person with a spirit of offense. All of us deal with difficult people because we live in a planet made up of broken people, and we ourselves can be difficult people. But I want to talk today about how to deal specifically with people that are easily offended. First of all, it's important to recognize we're not dealing with the person that is simply offended with the present situation that we're in with them. In other words, you say something to somebody and you thought it was a harmless statement that you said. You didn't think there was any offense in it, but they were very offended by it. What they're offended with is not just what you just did or not just what you just said. It's a lifetime of baggage. I mean, I've met people in my life that you could reach out to them with complete grace and complete love. Hello, Jim, how are you today? And they'd say, I'm all right. Just like that. You know, it's like you said something to them that somehow offended them when all you just did was simply reach out in love and shalom. It's important for us to realize that some people have been so broken, they're so burned in life, and they're not just responding to the present moment, you're dealing with the person that walks around as a lifestyle with a spirit of offense. When dealing with a person like this, we should be on guard, understanding what we're dealing with, that we don't become reactionary. I mean, it would be easy in the natural or in the flesh that when someone responds to us, I'm okay, that we could be taken back and that we could then sink down to that same level and we could become offended that they just spoke to us in that manner. Remember when Jesus was on the cross? They were mocking him, they were laughing at him, but how did Jesus respond? Jesus responded, he said, Father, forgive them, get it now, for they know not what they do. Yeshua saw through their behavior to who they really were. You see, if Jesus would have just seen the offense and taken the offense at face value, he wouldn't have been able to say, they don't know what they do. And so we need to somehow look through the behavior to be able to see the need, that we're dealing with a very, very broken person. But oftentimes we can make progress by continually showing them grace, speaking love, speaking comfort, and as they begin to trust the Spirit in us, slowly over time, they may begin to open up. And we might see a brand new soul. We might see the window of their soul open up so that gradually we begin to see a whole another person come forth from them as they see that they can trust us. When dealing with a person that's easily offended, and they're kind of taking it out on us, and we feel that we need to confront the behavior because it's likely to continue and it's interfering with progress in the relationship or progress to the organization or progress in the family or progress wherever that may be with this person. I have found it helpful to go to that individual, this easily offended person, and rather than saying, the way you responded back to me made me angry, because as soon as you say, what you said made me angry, then immediately what they do is they get more threatened and they put up their dukes and then they begin to come at you even more aggressively. I'll say instead, Steve, when you responded like that and said that, it really hurt me. And when people hear that you're hurt, oftentimes their heart will open and they'll begin to ask themselves, oh, wow, what did I do to hurt you? I didn't mean to hurt you. So it's a very effective technique, and I found it helpful. Oftentimes when dealing with an easily offended person, you have to realize they're probably not going to change, and you just need to accept reality. The reason they are the way they are has very deep roots. It goes back, generally speaking, to their formative years, even as children. They're carrying around something that's so deep, they don't even realize how they are. They don't even know how to fix it. They don't have the consciousness even to understand the way they're coming off. And even though it's possible to change, and it's possible for them to overcome and have victory, because all of us can overcome in Christ Jesus. But the reality is, most people in the world don't change that much. And so you just need to accept reality, who you're dealing with. Don't expect oftentimes more than you should, and just do your best to move past them and to get along. There's always going to be difficulty in this world. Jesus said, in this world you shall have difficulty, but be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world. Be blessed, my brother and sister. More power to you as you continue to move on and overcome and conquer.